Hey guys, Long Haul Larry, and we are in the ADL shop, and look what I got. I got the black truck. Got the black truck in the shop. I don't know when I'm gonna get time to this. I came out here last night, got out here, drove all day, and then I slept last night. I messed around with these cameras and stuff. I tried to get a live feed with a live deal with John. I need a laptop. My laptop doesn't work. I ended up having to go buy a laptop, and I got me a fancy one. Oh boy, want to see it? Want to see it? Want to see it? Want to see it? Look at that! I've actually went to Apple all the way. I got an iPad, I got an iPhone, now I got a MacBook. So yeah, there's that. So I did get the speakers. I did get my wireless speakers working, and got that all working and everything. But John was already gone by then, so is what it is. So this is a brand new MacBook with the new M1 processor. It's Apple exclusive or something like that. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. The boss does, and I went down there and I took pictures of the stuff, the different ones, and I sent to him. He's been trying to talk to me into a MacBook for a long time. And I took pictures of all the different ones, and he's like, get that one. So that's what I got. But with this truck here, I really want to do the floor and stuff. You can see how nasty this thing in here. Let me turn my light on. That's what I have a light for, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to have the light. It's pretty nasty here, guys. I've ripped the seat out. I have been wanting to get to this, and every time I say something, I got to work on this truck. I got to do my work truck. Boss is like, oh, okay, yeah, do this, and then you can rest of that later. You know how it goes. Mechanic, he never gets to his own stuff. But I came out here today and I messed around with getting my MacBook and all that stuff, and I actually went and did laundry. And then the boss is out of town, and he actually sent me a message. He's like, hey, get on 802. I'm like, nope. It's a day for the black truck. So what I am doing is the boss is actually taking out all of the ELDs, and we are switching over to using Keep Trucking. Basically, you will not have a screen anymore like that. It works through Bluetooth and connects to your phone. And so all this stuff is being ripped out. And I've actually been testing it in this truck for, I think, about a month and a half. He got one and put it in here. He wanted me to hook it up, and I just had it hooked up laying over there by the door, and the wires are just hanging down there. I had both ELDs going at the same time. And we've been seeing if it's going to be working for what we want to do, and it does. So I think he ordered like 12 of them or something. I don't know why. He doesn't have that many trucks, but he ordered a whole case of these things. And so now they're going through each truck and doing this, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to work on my own truck. I don't know when I'm going to be doing this floor. To tell you the truth, guys, it may have to wait until like this winter when I take off. But I can't wait any longer for the seat. My butt is just killing me. It really is. It's really hurting me with the seat. And so I'm actually just going to scrub the heck out. I mean, you can see it. It's got like a half an inch of gunk in there. That's why I was like, I don't know what's turn light on. This truck is really nasty. So I'm pulling everything out. And I mean, guys, by the time I get done with all pulling these wires out, this truck will probably weigh 50 pounds less. I mean, this truck, I think, the boss he always goes, oh, just push the wires back up in the dash and then put the other ones in. I'm like, no. I hate that crap. Pull the wires out. If you're not using the wires anymore, get them out. You know, otherwise you hear them jiggling in there and bouncing around, and then if you got an electrical issue going and you got wires everywhere, you don't know what goes where, pull it out. So that's what I'm doing now, is pulling it out. I have gotten 2 sets of ELD wiring out of this truck, and I still have another set. This truck has had 3 different ELDs wired through it. And the main one is the one I think that was originally, I don't know if it was a Warner truck or what truck this came from, but it has the whole thing up there, the box up there and stuff for the ELD and all that. And that's all wired in. There was a whole big computer box that was back in this little side box. When I mounted my inverter in there, I ripped it all out. The wires, I had them still sitting there, but these are all coming out now. I'm pulling all this stuff out, and it's all this wiring in here. It's all coming out, all goes up to the dash. So that's what I'm doing now, is just pulling everything apart, getting all this junk wires out of the way, get it out of this truck. Don't need it anymore. And then I am going to scrub and scrub and scrub and get this all nice and clean, clean up all the dash parts while it's all apart. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to mount all my plugs that I bought. I bought a bunch of USB charger deals that can mount in a dash, mount on over on that side. I'm going to change out the 12-volt little plug-in deals and get all that stuff wired while I have this all apart. And then I'm going to put my seat in and put the seat in, and then I probably will be working in the back too, doing some wiring and stuff like that. But I'm going to work on my own truck. Forget the other trucks for a day. Boss doesn't know that, but he'll find out. But I have made an executive decision. It's black truck day. So this is what I'm doing. So now how am I going to run wires? Do they go all the way through here? Oh, I see where they go through. Okay. Because I'm going to be hooking up cameras. I'm going to be hooking up cameras on my mirrors. And I'm going to run all the wiring down that's going to connect all the cameras to it. So it looks like it goes up through here and it comes through this wall right here. So that's where my wires will go up through. I'm going to do a whole bunch of camera setup on there, and all the wires I'm going to be running it all through the dash and have it all set up. I'm actually going to be, it's called a video switcher, and I'm going to be mounting it on the bottom side of that wood part where my water is sitting there. I'm going to be mounting a video switcher. I'll be able to push buttons and switch between different cameras. It'll save a lot more time on editing, and I need the help. So that's what I'm working on today. Basically, I'm just scrubbing, cleaning, ripping wires out. I mean, this is the last ELD wiring here. It's just a mess. It's just wires everywhere. All right, guys, we got a lot done in here. A lot of wiring pulled out. And look at this ELD. I found this ELD. Look at how old this thing is. I found this in the dash. There was 2 ELDs completely wired up in this truck and a third set of wires running through there. So now everything's all pulled out. All the wiring is cleaned out of there. And I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed the front end of this truck. And guys, I gotta tell you, I didn't even know there was a tan dash there. I thought it was all black. It was crazy how bad it was. But we got her pretty cleaned up. And I'll show you what it got going on in here. Well, guys, we have removed a lot in here. There was a lot of wiring gone in here and stuff. And I kind of moved some stuff around. This is where the ELD used to be. And I mounted my GPS there. I got my GPS all mounted up there. I'm actually thinking about getting a bigger one, getting the 8-inch. This is a Ram McNally that I use. That is the Ram McNally 7 Pro, I think it's called, the Pro 7 or something. It's 7-inch. It's actually the same one that John uses, and the reason why I have it is because it has an HDMI out, so I can connect this to a video switcher thing, and I can actually put this on my videos. I can display the screen. That's why I got it. But I have mounted a bunch of different Let's see how I get turned. There we go. I have mounted a bunch of different USB 12-volt outlets in here and everything, because I'm going to be setting this place up with cameras and everything, all in the mirrors, and all the wire is going to come in. I'm going to have places to hook chargers up for the cameras that are going to be outside to keep them charged and everything. And I just don't really see the point in having 12-volt outlets down here. You know, basically they're cigarette lighters, and I don't really see the reason for that, because I mean, basically everything you do is you plug it into for a USB, right? So I had ordered these off of Amazon, and these two here are wired up. They're on all the time. There's power to them all the time, and there's actually a little switch. If you just put your finger on there, I don't know if I even got that. It actually turns on, and that one's hooked up to my phone. And see, here's another one. And you see what I do here is I just put my finger on it. You don't even press on it, you just put your finger over it and it turns it on. And these are quick charge 3 amp chargers. So you don't have to really touch it. You kind of just put your finger across it and it turns it on and off. It's pretty cool. Got those off of Amazon. But and then I hooked up another one over here, and this one here is going to be for my GPS, and it's got a 12-volt socket in here. There's a cigarette lighter type thing, and it also has 2 USB ports over here too, that I maybe can hook up charger cords going to over to that side. And then I also put one up in top of here too, and this one here has a dual one there, and this one here is a cigarette lighter type thing, plug in. That's all wired in, and those actually come on with the key. So if I turn the key on, see, then the power comes on, and the power's on over here too. Let's see, there's the power for my GPS, and it's fully charged. So yeah, a lot of wiring, a lot of different stuff going on. This here is actually a charger that I've really liked for my phone. It's actually a phone holder, and I kind of rigged it up. See, you press a button on the side of there and it releases it. And see, it has a little circle on there and stuff. I got this off Amazon too, and this is MPOW is the name on it. And all you do is you just set your phone down in there, bloop, it automatically grabs it, and then you can go sideways with it, whatever you want to do. And so there you go. Got that all rigged up, and I have been scrubbing and scrubbing. I gotta do some in the back yet. I have done some scrubbing because that's where I was sleeping back there, so that was kind of first thing I hit. But I do have the microwave. I suppose I could put the camera on me. I do have the microwave wired up. The refrigerator wired up, so I do have a refrigerator working in here. But I still need to run my 110 volt, 120 volt power and outlets all around and everything. And I'm going to be putting some of these outlets in the back too, that you could turn on and off and stuff. And so I'll be doing that in the future. I'm going to try to do that when I get back here. It's just, it's all got to be done. Need to get this done. The boss actually stopped by and he was like, I figured you were doing that stuff. Yeah, this needs to be done. But here's the cool thing that got done. You ready for this? I got my seat installed. My seat is all installed. See, it was a little bit more expensive than an average seat. What it is the center in here is softer and the sides are harder, so it kind of cups your butt. How's that? And then look at that. That's right. KW. You know what that's about? The guy asked me, he goes, you need a mounting plate? I said, I says, I think, I should be able to rig it up. I said, it's going into a Freightliner. And the guy looked at me funny. He goes, you know, it's got a KW on it, right? I says, yep. I says, that's in memory of Big Blue right there. Yeah. So it's coming out pretty nice, guys. I'll keep working at it, I'm not gonna get the time to do a flooring. It's gonna be an all-day deal trying to cut the wood and get it all fit in there and everything. It's gonna take a lot of time to do that. So maybe this winter or something like that. I really would like to do it. I think, I don't know. I'm kind of going between a gray and like a gray rustic looking floor, or maybe even like a pine with some kind of pattern, some kind of wood grain thing in it, something brighter or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really decided. But I am going to be putting a wood floor in it. I think that'd be awesome. Be a lot easier to clean and stuff. You can see it's just a little dirty for me just tracking in and out of it. You know, shop here. But I was supposed to be doing a live video with John today. And he basically said his hair was messy and he didn't want to be on a camera. John likes to be behind the camera, not in front of the camera, if you don't know that. But he came in here and was running around. Oh, I gotta go. So he took off. So I said I was going to do a live video and I was going to share some big news with you guys. And the other thing is I couldn't figure out how to get my microphones working, but I got them working now. But I'm not using it right at this moment. I'm just using a microphone on the camera, but it's really not a lot of noise. But I was telling you guys that I have some big news and I think I'll show it to you guys. Well, guys, I bought a semi. It is a 2010 Freightliner. I don't even know what it is. Probably a Cascadia. I didn't even look at it, to tell you the truth. Yep, Cascadia. But it is a 2010 Freightliner Cascadia. And I put out a video a while back and said, hey, we're the first trip of the UD. And I ran over and I did a video going over there, and I said I was looking at a trailer the boss was looking at buying. He's flipping the trailer. He's selling. He bought it and he's got it running now, and he's going to turn around and resell it to somebody that wants a trailer. He's just kind of being a middleman. But this truck was hooked to the trailer, and the guy really wanted to sell all of it. And the guy came out with a price, and I was like, no, ain't gonna happen, buddy. And so the next day, I did a load that night, and then the next morning, I thought the reefer wasn't running and it had codes. I think it was just a bad battery. See, that's what it seemed like to me. So I took a brand new battery over there in the morning when I got back from the load, and I took it over there and I put the new battery in it, and I hit the start button, and the reefer fired right up and ran really good. And I pulled the battery back out, and as I got the battery just out, the guy that was selling it showed up. And this is the only dent right here. It's right here. It's got a little ding right there. And he sat there, and we were talking and stuff, and I told him, I said, yeah, I got the reefer running and everything. I said, but it's still got a couple of issues, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh. He was like, well, your boss didn't call me. And I said, well, I'm going to be real honest with you. The price that you quoted him wasn't good. He's like, why not? And the boss had talked to me the night before, and he said, would you be interested in a truck? I was like, I don't know. And we talked about it, and basically what he said is, I'll tell you what. He goes, I'll buy the trailer, and he goes, I'll pay $11,000 for the trailer, and you pay the rest for the truck. And I went, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. Next morning I went over, and then the guy came over there, and I sat there talking with him. I'm like, dude, it just ain't worth it. It just isn't worth it at all. And he came back. It's got all junk in it and everything. And the guy came over there, and I sat there talking to him, and I told him, I said, dude, the price you want is just unreasonable. And the problem with this truck is I haven't even started it. and I'm not going to start it. It has water in the oil. I pulled a dipstick out. The first thing, I hooked battery chargers up to it and a jump pack, and I was gonna try to crank it. And I pulled out the dipstick to check the oil, and it's just all junk in here. There's a backpack. Somebody need a backpack. And nice stain there. Don't know what that's from. Hopefully nobody got killed in here. And oh, you got to see this. There's a suit. I told the guy, I said, dude, if I buy this truck, that suit's staying. But anyways, the boss was saying, oh my goodness, look at his glasses. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Look at the eyeballs in it. And it's got water and oil, so I did turn it over just to see if it would turn over, and it does turn over. And he's like, it was running last time. I said, no, we don't start this truck. And so the first thing I got to do is I got to drop the oil pan, look down in there, see what's happening with this thing, and see what it looks like in there. Personally, myself, one of two things has happened. Either the head gasket has blown, and you're getting coolant down in water. And the other thing is one of the cylinder liners has cracked. And I'm going to tell you guys that when I was talking to him, why am I sitting on this? I was talking to him, and the coolant, I looked at it and I said, what color coolant do you put in there, dude? He goes, red. The guy could barely speak English. And I pointed at it and I looked at it and it was like clear. And I said, that's not red. He goes, well, when it gets low, I add water. It's basically all water in here. And so that's what's getting down into the oil. So I got to pull it apart and look at it. But I sat there talking to the guy. This thing burns incense in here. There we go. It's more comfortable. But basically, he came in there and I kept telling him, it's just not worth the money. That's why my boss didn't call. And he's like, I'm like, dude, this truck is a big unknown. I says, we may take it and put it over there and the motor could be completely junk. Who knows? And so it's a big chance. He's like, it runs. I'm like, no. Okay, we're not even going to get into this. And we sat there talking and everything. And finally, Austin, he looked at me and he goes, what do you think it's worth? And the main thing was, it was parked over there at that parking lot that we used to park at the hotel. And that parking lot, all the trucks had to go. And they were after him to get that truck out of there. And he said he was over there to mess with it and stuff. And he was actually going to get a tow truck out there. And he was trying to find someplace else to haul it and park it. And he didn't want to go out through this and have to pay money and everything else. And I knew this. And so I made him a very low ball offer. I said, this is what it's worth. And the guy was just like, really? And I'm like, and I kind of just spelled it all out for him. And I'm like, it's like gambling, dude. I says, you just don't know. He's like, the trailer's worth that. I'm like, yeah, if you want to hang on to it and try to shop around and try to find the right buyer, maybe you could get it for that. But, you know, it is what it is. And he looked at me and he says, what did you tell your boss? I says, I told him that the offer that you made was not good. It wouldn't be good. And I says, that's all I said. And I said, I'm not middle of this or nothing. So, you know, whatever. Well, I kind of was. And I says, so I have no say in this. I says, but I'm telling you right now, if you want this price, I will basically just tell my boss and say that you'll accept this and it's worth it, that we can take a chance on it. And the guy was like, okay. He just wanted it gone. He was actually leaving that day for Texas. He lived in Texas. And and I left out of there and I called my boss and I says, hey, I says, new offer on it. I met the guy, talked to him, got the reefer, running, does run. And I told him, I says, I would kind of like to have both. And he's like, I already got that thing sold. He goes, I was planning on buying it anyways if you don't want the truck. He says, but I already got that truck sold. or that trailer sold. And he goes, I got to sell it to that guy. I already told him it was coming. He's expecting it. And I'm like, whatever. And I said, well, I guess I'll send you a video because the reefer runs great and it has no codes, nothing else. He started laughing and stuff. And I says, okay. I says, well, the deal is that you said $11,000 for the trailer, that you'll pay $11,000 and I pay what's left for the truck, right? And he said, yeah, I'll do that. I said, okay. I says, you know, gentlemen shake on these deals. I says, so, you know, that's the deal, right? You pay 11, I'll pay the rest. And he said, yeah, I'm good with that. And then he looked at me and I turned around and looked at him. He goes, what's the new price he came up with? And I told him and stuff. I'm not going to tell you the price so he came up total. But I told him and stuff. My boss just kind of looked at me, shook his head. He's like, whatever. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I bought this truck basically for a week of pay that I make here. You know? I paid what I make in a week for this truck. And so even if the motor is junk, I mean, I can part it out and sell it and make some money off it. I'll take a look at it, see what it is. Maybe it can be, you know, fixed back up. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with it. I don't know. You know, maybe I can turn around, flip it. Maybe I can, I don't know, put a driver in it. I don't know. You know, who knows? Who knows what the future can bring? But I'm going to take a look at it and see what the inside of the motor looks like. And I'll make my decision and go on from there. So there you go. But I guess I could show you guys one other thing too. Let's take a walk. Well, look at this, guys. It's Big Blue. It is Big Blue, and it don't have any more ADL stickers on it. It is sitting out here, and I actually have it underneath this trailer because a trailer leg has actually gotten hit. We don't know what happened or whatever, but I picked it up and it's bent, and I didn't want to leave it sitting out here like that because it's very loaded up. So I just back Big Blue underneath it just in case, just to be safe. I don't like it when those are bent up. But here's Big Blue. Still got the bug guard on it, Big Blue. And the boss has sold this truck. There will be somebody coming here to pick this truck up. I'm going to tell you, he sold this truck for a lot of money. The boss's dad, actually, he drove this truck while I was working on his. And he lost this. I don't know if he hit something or what, but he actually lost the one chrome cover on the mirror. So the boss had to order new ones. But all the stickers have been pulled off. It's all cleaned out. Everything's empty inside. And it is good to go. All the stuff is pulled out of here. So yeah, there's Big Blue. No more stickers, no more nothing. Down the road it's gonna go to a new owner with my camera mount that I tried to mount on here. Well, guys, you guys all gotta say it with me. Goodbye, Big Blue. Catch you later. Well, so yeah, there it goes. So I'm going to go pack up everything and clean the shop up and get out of here. And I'm going to actually be taking off for New Jersey. I have a load that's delivering later this morning, and I got to run over there and for an appointment and get unloaded here. And then I guess I'm just coming back here. I don't know how long I'll be here, what I'm doing, but he said just there's no loads because tomorrow's Memorial Day. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope that everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night as you watch this here video. And if you're not, certainly try that all over again tomorrow. Bye bye, Big Blue.